complete the circuit in reverse, are mounted high up a nearly vertical spike. So just like the original shuttle coasters, if a situation arises where the boost LSMs do not engage, the ride has no ability to self-rescue a valley train. So once a train valleys, it will need to be craned off the tracks in order to get the ride operating again. Perhaps if the boost limbs on the shuttle coasters were situated in the ride low points, that would have allowed the ride to self-rescue valley trains. But even this is tricky, and the placement of the boost limbs high in the air might actually make sense. Newer LSMs can be placed on non-linear tracks such as an airtime hill, but the generation of limbs used on the shuttle coasters must be mounted on completely straight sections of track. So in order to place boost limbs in the ride low points, it would have required segments of straight track between each ride element to have been part of the original design. The Mr. Freeze coasters would need straight track between the top hat and overbank turn, as well as between the overbank turn and vertical spike. The chillers would have needed straight track between the main inversions and zero-G rolls. And ideally, the zero-G rolls would have featured an upward slope into the incline. Then our hypothetical boost limbs could be mounted in the straight track between each ride element. The limbs can produce forward or backward launches by changing their polarity. So the limb can provide a forward boost on the outbound leg, and then a backward boost on the return leg, just like the LSMs do on flash vertical velocity. Then if a train ever valleyed, it would stop within the boost limbs due to them being in a low point, allowing the control systems to execute a swing launch by reversing the polarity of the limbs. Once the train gained enough speed through forward and backward launches, it would ride up and over the next ride element. As much as this makes sense on paper, executing this was likely difficult because the shuttle coasters do not use just one type of limb. The Mr. Freezes use 5 different limbs. They're labeled A, B, C, D, and F limbs, and each is built for a specific use case. The chiller likely used these 5 limb types as well. Here is an F limb at the end of its launch. The different limbs vary in the amount of copper windings inside them, making them better suited for low, medium, and high speed, as well as high, medium, and low thrust levels. The limbs also vary in size, with A, B, and C motors being 42 inches long, D motors are 61 inches long, and F motors are 71 inches long. On the Mr. Freezes, the main launch begins with 2 pairs of A motors, then 3 pairs of B motors, then 8 pairs of C motors, then 15 pairs of D motors, and lastly 16 pairs of F motors, making for a total of 44 pairs of motors. The A, B, and C motors have electrical windings inside, wound for high current and low speed to provide the highest thrust for slow-moving trains. Between A, B, and C motors, A motors are tuned for the lowest speed and C motors are tuned for the highest speed, which is why they're at the start of the launch in the order they are, as their function is to get a stop train moving. The D and F motors are wound for higher speed and lower current, so they're best for accelerating an already fast-moving train, which is why they're placed later in the launch. F motors are wound for the highest speed, and D motors are wound for a slightly lower speed, hence why D motors are placed before the F motors. The limbs on the vertical spike consist of A and B motors, starting with 4 pairs of B motors, then 6 pairs of A motors, with the boost occurring high up a 90-degree incline. The slow-riding trains require maximum thrust as gravity's acceleration back to ground is the strongest at a 90-degree angle. A and B motors are best suited to provide the greatest thrust for a slow-moving train, making them perfect for their use on the boost. Placing B motors before A motors makes sense since B motors are tuned for a slightly higher speed than A motors, and trains travel upwards while entering the boost, meaning B motors catch the train as it continues to slow down. Then A motors provide the strongest thrust to push the slow-riding train upwards against the strong pull of gravity. The chiller likely used A and B motors on its boost for the same reason. However, with the chiller's incline only at 45 degrees, gravity's acceleration would have been much less, which is probably why each track had just 7 pairs of limbs spaced further apart instead of 10 pairs of limbs placed more densely together like on the Mr. Freezes. On Mr. Freeze, the boost limbs have the optional ability to provide a reverse thrust as trains drop back to ground. Previously, I believed the boost limbs always gave a reverse thrust, but it turns out the reverse thrust is almost never used. From what I understand, the reverse thrust is meant to assist slower moving trains in colder weather, but surprisingly, it's actually not very effective. I'd wager that since the acceleration of gravity at a 90-degree angle is so rapid, during the descent down the spike, trains ride too quickly through the A and B motors motors, making these limbs ineffective, since they're meant to provide thrust for slow-riding trains. For the chiller, I know reverse thrust on its boost was certainly possible, and from what I hear, this option was always used on the Batman track, but I cannot confirm if Robin also utilized it. At a 45-degree incline, gravity's acceleration is weaker, so trains would not have gained as much speed within the boost limbs. So the boost limbs may have been marginally more effective at providing a reverse thrust. Something else I find interesting is while the Mr. Freezes are advertised to reach a top speed of 70 miles per hour on their main launches, I think their real top speed is actually faster, whereas the Chiller's advertised top speed of 65 miles per hour achieved on its main launches made more sense. The Mr. Freezes have a large overbank turn between their vertical spikes and top hats, whereas the zero-G rolls of the Chiller were more so part of the 45-degree incline and not really a separate hill. When you consider that Mr. Freeze requires a 70 mile per hour launch to ride over its 150-foot top hat, it means that on the return trip, trains need to re-enter the top hat at 70 miles per hour. For that to happen, trains need to re-enter the overbank turn faster than 70 miles per hour, since energy is lost as trains traverse the element. Thus, Mr. Freeze should travel faster than 70.
Just saying I'm trying to play the seed of the last game and can't get over 8 lines. Alright, well. Yeah, no, I'm not going to blame Stoic for that last game. I'll blame Stoic for the first game. But yeah, so there you go, Serenity. So Mage's PB is 701k, 239k start on 19 speeds, so does have 19 capabilities. American DAS player. And Rising Tetris. So yeah, so if there's anyone in the chat here who would like to play me, I'll give the opportunity. If not, then we've got our plan B as well. 1.2 DAS. Yeah, you might be a bit of a strong player here, Serenity. Ethan would like the matchup. Okay. Coverdales, can you pull up Ethan's? So here's Ethan's warm-up before he plays his ladder match against Holster. I'm going to generate a new seed for the players here. There's new seed. Have the proper seed here. Ethan has, I don't know what Ethan was doing on that warm-up game. I think Ethan might be adjusting his camera. He's adjusting something. Oh. We getting there? Ah, there he is. The mayor of 12 has arrived.
Good to see you. Welcome back.
Alright, we got readies on both ends here. Let's count it down.
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Oh. Yep. SPS looks good. We're underway. Oh no. If we needed a bar, does get one to the right. That's going to clear some lines.
Well, how did you get that bar?
Very coordinated timing. Mage board getting a bit high, but does get far in time.
That looked like a roll.
I don't think Ethan is rolling. Unless he's just been practicing in secret and didn't tell anybody. So that would be something.
If he was doing that without telling me, I'll be fine. These are 29, mage 68.
Unstable board, bit of an unstable board on both sides actually. Yeah, both players are doing their best to navigate a whole placements here by Mage. This is something. Meanwhile, Ethan is still fighting towards the bottom, gets the Tetris.
He's just a master. He's agility using that technique.
Makes it look so effortless. The type of thing that would be a handicap for your wheel match is just the lifestyle for Mage. Oh no!
No.
The Mage not going to be able to survive. The Mage is going to top out at 84,000, so Ethan already ahead with 91,000. Take this first game.
Right, it is part of the wheel. It's a wheel match, quote unquote handicap, but it's definitely not for mage. Okay, yeah.
Ethan confirming he does not roll. That was just really good dash.
That was good gas right there.
Also, Ethan, I can confirm that we will be good on the streaming end, as I am now officially back, so I am able to host after parties again. But if you end up being awake late at night, by which I mean like 3:30 UTC, there might be another open match slot for you.
What is that?
11:30 in our time zone. That's fine. After party. Maybe we'll check back with me in 5 hours, Ethan. We'll see. Alright, both players ready for game 2. Let's get it counted down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Well, both players started, so we're good either way. Yeah, it's okay. We'll get it synchronized in time for Philly.
True. I said this many times, but it's so hard. What's also very hard is that miss drop.
Wait. Oh, the spin! Oh, Ethan. He's raging through this.
I feel the heat.
Oh, he's a madman when it comes to his Tetris setups. But you gotta respect it.
Gets in a nice long bar.
He's even got the patented Martet shake.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, but Mage! I didn't see what happened. Oh, I think Mage put a... Yeah, I'm watching the replay now. Mage ended up putting an L piece in the wrong direction. Nothing burned. And hello to first-time chatter, oh me. Yes, this is NES Tetris. We have a combination of people playing on emulators and people playing on original consoles. More of the former than the latter. We use a version of Tetris where people get the same piece sequences, aka RNG. That's what the seeds are for. So yeah, if you want to know more about it, ask away. We're glad to answer. Oh, I almost got that left on Tetris. Jeez Louise. Oh, and Ethan topping out with 69,000. Oh. We could potentially get you in on couples, Ethan. We'll have to figure that one out.
Player's ready. You may do the honors.
Alright, so this time, alright. Let's count down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yes, the Nestris.org craze. Yes, sir, Potato. Quite a craze indeed. Have you played much of that, Overdose?
I haven't touched it. And I've been meaning to. It's just like I keep forgetting once I log on to the score. I'm like, I'm doing it. It's definitely something I want to do, especially the puzzles. You know, it has helped a lot of people improve their stacking, and of course I'm looking to do that. So I give it a shot.
Yeah, it's a bit addicting from what I've seen in my own exposure to it.
How's it addicting?
Just because the more flexibility in being able to play stuff, either the solo practice mode like you would normally, or you can just, you want to find a match to play against the person on the spot, you can do that. Or, just the unlimited number of puzzles where they get 10 in a row right and get on that high, but then get one wrong and be like, now I gotta get a bunch in a row, correct in a row to recover my streak. So, it's all different modes have their intrigue to them.
If this doesn't blow up the Tetris, the classic Tetris community, I'll be shocked. Because it does sound
Maybe.
This website has a lot of potential.
It's got a lot of functionality. One of the coolest things about it is that for any game you play, you can watch a replay of it and watch Nestris.org's computing show you what the optimal moves for every piece throughout your game. So if you're someone who likes to analyze gameplay, which I know you do, you'll really like that feature.
Oh God, what are you doing to me?
Free advertising, I guess, for the Nestris website. But alright, great game going on here, by the way. 224 right now for Ethan, 199 for Mage. So both players finding their stride here on this critical third game. Great column 3 Tetris there for Ethan. It's okay, we're covering each other's boards here. Or each other's views.
You take care of
I feel like
blind spots.
Yes. I feel like matches especially like these, I have my head's on the swivel here. I can't miss a moment from either side. Mage perhaps the one to put more attention on as he continues to fight through this dig. Although I look back at Ethan, who didn't quite get the square placement he wanted, but still riding this left well set up, and now riding his way to about 100,000 point lead. But this is another square placement. Now just has a whole row of them, and a tuck, and a fourth square to clear them all. And I think that look on Ethan's face says it all.
Insane burns, right? Oh my gosh.
And he's still 100,000 points ahead because Mage just not having a good time on this board right now. But still alive. Both players alive against all odds. 331 for Ethan, 237 for Mage. About 35 lines to transition.
Still rocking this stuff. Wow, very interesting. If he's comfortable with it, by all means. It's crazy to see.
Ethan has a very different Tetris mentality than most players, and I respect it. Because obviously there's nothing wrong with the standard, right rail, run-of-the-mill mentality, but Ethan likes to challenge that. He likes to challenge what's conventional. And as someone who feels the same way at times, I respect that. But we'll see if Ethan can challenge Mage to take the advantage on this set. He is still running about 100,000 point lead, a little over that actually against Mage. So Mage will have some work to do on 19 speeds, which are closing in now. There's a nice center wall Tetris for Mage though.
Yeah, Ethan at 396, Mage 303.
Mm-hmm.
When the catastrophic happens, transition is likely. Ethan does make it to 19. 425.
And a quick clear!
Oh my gosh.
See that? Ethan is running away with this game right now, so... But I've seen Mage's antics lately on 19 speeds, so this game is not over yet. Mage enters in about 30,000 points short of where Ethan entered 19. Oh, now Ethan is getting caught high up on the board.
Oh.
He can't recover, and Mage has a chase down. The target is 436, Mage. 436. So Mage can line this one out here. I realize we have a talk about good Tetris controllers, and I'm going to agree with what the chat is saying here, homies. I can't say that I have anything to out of the ordinary for a Tetris controller myself.
Still has some cleanup to do, but
There's no rush here. Can get this done well before 29, but trying to keep the board from climbing. Oh my goodness. There's a beautiful triple there. Again, 436 is the target. This is going to be close. There's a triple, and the triple does it, and Mage! Holy heck, was down for the entire game, but rallies back to go up 2-1. And this right here is why Mage was the longest reigning Emerald champ. Just otherworldly play here. And Ethan is using some advanced tactics on this game. Somebody take a picture of this and put this in the board. This is comedy gold. Oh. Leave into the metaverse. He will physically stack the Tetris pieces with his hands. Well, Page just sitting here like, man, I knew I should have just signed up for Tetris Friendlies instead.
there's everybody. Let's count out game number 4.
This one's yours.
Yes. 4, 3, 2, one Tetris. After this, we will alternate. So we have a clear. So we know
What
who's
is-
doing that.
Okay, that is an interesting opening piece sequence. There are no red pieces. There's just no red pieces, alright. They're only playing their... Oh my
Oh,
god.
it finally comes to their piece.
I think Mage was thrown off by this piece sequence.
Ooh, a tuck from Ethan. Or a pullback.
And Mage is in trouble. Can Mage get out of this?
Oh, no, it double.
And the answer is no! Oh my goodness. Well, folks, it's taken 2.5 hours here on the stream, but we finally have a decider. Ethan, you're good to top out. I'm sure Ethan was going to be disappointed here, because I think that was 6 Tetrises in a row for him on that game. That's Fireball. Wait, was that really? I missed that. Oh, Ethan's pulling out the Fireballs here. Oh, yeah, no, he's going Super Saiyan here. Wait. No, you got the chase down on game 3, Mage. You got the chase down on game 3, Mage. So no, this is decider.
You got the countdown now.
Yes, sir. Let's count down for game 5 then. Or we will once Mage is ready. Yeah, no, it's 2-2 here. We're good. We're good.
I'll be right back.
Strike me down, and I will become even more powerful than Martz. Wait, does that make Ethan the Obi-Wan in this scenario? Is March Darth Vader? March Vader? Darth March? I've lost it. I've lost the narrative, folks. Nope, okay, I guess Sonic was playing the controller there for a second. March Vader, yeah. Oh my god. Mage also has a Sonic. Alright, well here we go. It's Hedgehog versus Hedgehog. And yes, see Ethan doing my job for me. Mayhoffer, wherever you're at, feel free to start getting ready, because no matter what happens, this is the last game, so let's count it down one more time here. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, we got the quick knuckles in. Alright, Ethan's time to start playing. Alright. But yes, don't go anywhere, folks. We still have Ethan versus Mayhoffer right after this, followed by Jati versus Guerrero. and then a bunch of after-party shenanigans. Too many for me to list here. Okay, but to open up this game here, Mage, it's a bit of a tricky board. Certainly a survivable one. Mage looking for the best way out right now. And Mage slowly bringing this down. There's one of them. Mage still needing ideal pieces now. Somehow ends up with a center wheel setup. Gets the center wheel Tetris. But Ethan is already ahead by 80,000 points here. As Mage, once again with multiple dependencies, getting those filled in. Ethan is... I can't tell if he's playing Tetris or driving a race car here, but he's moving. He's zooming. Oh, nice. Game set up.
I think he still believes that he's still in VR. That's something he can think of.
Well, wherever he is, he's in the lead. I can tell you that much. Currently about a 75,000 point lead over Mage. We'll see if it's enough, though. We already saw Mage is capable of chasing this down on 19 speeds, no less. The occasion arises. Of course, we are a long ways away from 19 on this one, and Mage running into a perilous situation here. Oh no, can't get anything to the left! And that's gonna do it! Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what, you're right, Mages. I knew that reminded me of something. But Ethan is gonna take the victory.
Ethan had to go to the metaverse to beat Mage.
That Yanni physicality for the win? Yes. Well, there you go, Mage. This was not the Tetris match you asked for, but was the Tetris match you got. And maybe the Tetris match that we deserved. Heck of a performance here, though, so GG's all around. So Mage will pick up a win to steal some elo from Snowy, but then transfers that elo right to Ethan, who might in turn be transferring that to Mayhoffer. We'll see where the elo train stops soon enough. Yeah, I guess Ethan was the one with the Chaos Emerald. Alright, so we will pivot from Ethan versus Mage to Ethan versus Mayhoffer. Oh my goodness. Alright, Mayhoffer, are you here? I think Mayhoffer on the Discord as well. Okay. Oh, we found Mayhopper in chat. Alright, we're good. Hello, Mayhopper.
Oh, it's a Santa Claus. And I love the banana sugar. The banana for
Always on time, unlike the TNP Show. Technically, we're still ahead of schedule for reasons that I will get to later, but. Have me fooled, Ethan. Have me fooled. Alright. I think we need another seed, which I have now generated. Alright, so Coverdale's as a reminder to you, this matchup here between Ethan and Mayhopper you will not need to write down, as it's a ladder match. So, I'll record this one for you. And so maybe we might chance to finally talk about the ladder. I didn't really get a chance to read those last two sets, but holy heck, how much chaos could you pack into two sets with Mage? The answer is quite a bit of chaos. Hopefully Mage will not have as much chaos to go forward later in the week. Or at least, if it is chaos, chaos that makes Mage. Alright, I think I'll play it if you're ready.
Who has Countdown to the Sun?
I'll take it. Mayhopper saying can we do all the way? I believe it's 15 or 18, so yeah. Is this, wait, okay, yeah, all the way, alright. Let's go for it. Is it 18?
I think so.
I hope it's 18. I don't know.
Change clothes. Was he wearing something different before?
I think it's, alright, I guess we're doing 18 all the way. 3-2-1 Tetris. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, like, does Clark Kent casually change into Superman? Who knows? Alright, the player's underway here. So, for those still here in the audience, hello, welcome back to another edition of the lovely TNP Show. We are in the ongoing process that is the war on episode 44. I'll keep running this line here. Keep it back in. And in this matchup here, it is actually a ladder match between Ethan Thoughts and Mayhopper, who makes their ladder league return to Diamond. Mayhopper, who had been on comp break for a while here, back in action now, and look forward to seeing what we'll get from them in this set. Oh, players doing a good bit on the early stretch. Ethan with 104,000 points, but already 12 lines ahead. Mayhofer at 96,000 points. And a Tetris here, so Mayhofer ahead on points and pace. Both players holding steady though. Well, I mean, so the big headline, I suppose, has been the onset of the newest tier for the grad level players, local tier, which will have a lot of new faces, which new to the lottery league, a few returning ones as well. So excited to see all those folks in action. A few people had asked me why the new tier was named Opal. And the response to them was, say the first two letters of the word opal out loud, and you have that accurate description. For the new year. Oh, I think we're back. Okay. Everything did indeed die for a second, but I'm able to... It's unfrozen on my end, and it looks like it's unfrozen on Twitch's end as well. I want a tier named Hopeless somewhere as his majors. It's me and Mars. No, Majors, no. There's hope for you yet, Majors. You better believe I'm not counting marks out. Alright, 230,000 points for Mayhofer. And Ethan up to 258, so Ethan jumping into the lead. Well, trailing briefly during that stream freeze, but now back in it. Control. Mayhofer trying to build 3 off the bottom, 4 off the bottom. Oh, this is same build here from Mayhofer against the Tetris. And another Tetris. Death-defying play here from Mayhofer to try and keep up with Ethan. But Ethan does now have about a 60,000 point lead on this game. Here we go, these two fighting for their Tetris lives. That's just taking Club Zero to the existential level. Something like that, you know, something like that. Ethan is still about a dozen lines ahead here on the piece count, but well ahead on the scoring here. Mayhofer is trying to find scoring opportunities and making another nice Tetris. This one 2 off the bottom. But it is 425 for Ethan, 342 for Mayhofer. So Ethan's very much in control of this game. And now Ethan going for the slightly dirty column 9 setup, gets that Tetris. There's no show here, Coverdales.
Love to see it.
He's only got 3 lines to transition. Does he know that? There's a heck of a board to go in with. Takes the Tetris anyway. And he gets green. Another Tetris for Ethan. He's got 536. Mayhofer into 19 with 447. And they are both fighting this out. might also need a mic adjustment on your end, Coverdale, so maybe saying have trouble hearing you. Also, hello to Omen Bar with the rate of 12. Good to see you, Omen, buddy. You're just in time for the action.
Yes, on the board. Thank you for the raid or everything.
Ethan, you're good here for the first game, but please mullin this out, Ethan. Please mullin this out.
How does this sound? I'm eating this, please. Oh no, I'm just hanging.
Alright, well, he did everything he could, but holy heck. Ethan with the game 1 of his life here. Something smells burnt. I think Mom is cooking. I don't even know what that means, but gosh darn. I just realized Mayhawk was holding the cat there. Hello to Mayhawk. I'm sorry, car. Hello to Mayhawker's car. Vroom vroom. Alright. Hello, Omen. Yes, yes, I think we might have lost a match somewhere along the way for this TNP show. So depending on how things go, we might be able to take you and Snowy sooner than... Actually, well, no way, I don't think Snowy's in there. I think Snowy still has div matches to be played. Unless that already happened. Alright, go play through. This one's yours?
Yeah, I got this. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Okay, all good, Snowy, don't worry. I will wait for you on the after party. So you'll still be good for 0 UTC. Let Ethan calm? I think Ethan let Ethan cook. Too late. Alright, here we go for game number 2. So I hope everyone is doing well on this lovely, lovely Tuesday here. It's a casual mid-April day, and Ethan is doing some death-defying stuff here.
Ethan, no. It's not looking good. Nope.
And the rubber band effect is very real. Mayhawker using 10,000 points. Points will be the target here for Mayhawker. And wait, was this just an opening drought? What happened here? I'm not saying a bar right now. Okay, there's finally a bar. But, alright, so it is 1-1 now. Oh, you want to talk to the people, says Ethan. That is for Coverdale's to sort out, eventually.
Yeah, it's fine. That sounds like a situation. Ethan excluding potatoes, just like always. The road will not take this.
starch discrimination. Alright, both players are ready for game 3, so I guess we're just done. I'll count. Alright. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, Nestris.
Refresh these players.
That'd be a good idea. Oh. That's fine. Well, alright, so, while Tuckerdale is handling the board here, and all the players handling the opening sequences, we'll talk a little bit about how the players are doing, at least in the context of the ladder lead. And Ethan has topped out here? Was that a natural top out, Ethan? What the heck is going on? Oh no, he's put on the headset again. Omen, help us. Omen, you're gonna have to go to Ethan's house. This is he's out of control. Mayhopper also popped out here, but Mayhopper won game 3, I think, assuming that was indeed a natural pop out by Ethan and not intentional. That was a heck of a time to refresh the stream. Yeah, no, I believe you did win that game, Mayhopper. I'm gonna wait for Ethan to confirm that that was just a hang of essence pieces there, but. Yes, okay. It's 2-1 then for Mayhopper.
Anytime Ethan puts on that VR headset, like, he has come back with guns blazing, so...
That is true. That the headset worked last time. Maybe this is Ethan's Kaka hat.
Yes. Let's get it down. Game number 4. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Oh my word. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get through the opening piece sequence here with my half-of monologue. Snowy and Majors, good luck on your matches. Snowy, I will see you on the after party. You better not run late. I'm just kidding. I'll be running late. Alright, so some past facts here of how these two are doing laterally right now. So Mayhopper is playing in their third ladder match. The last 2 times they played was Series 1 and Series 2. Mayhopper coming into this with an 0-2 record, but potentially on the verge of their first victory in ladder league. Ethan, meanwhile, currently with a 4-6 record in ladder league. It's been an up and down journey here for Ethan. As he certainly had some rough outings recently, but trying to turn his luck around, and Ethan is going to get a chance to turn his luck around because Mayhopper topped out early this time. Are you kidding me? Oh. And here I was thinking the chaos had ended with the mage matches. Oh no, the silent TNT is good. I'm so sorry, folks. I'm so sorry. All professionalism has gone out the window here. But only the car can save us now. Room. Alright, there you go. Ethan is summoning his inner cat. Alright, so we once again find ourselves at the intersection of Decider and Chaos. A familiar intersection. Are you ready for a countdown, Cobra Hills? Okay. Here we go. 5 countdown for game 5. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Ooh, I hope the internet survives this. We'll also hope Copperdale's internet survives this because we've come close once already. Yeah. But we're playing all the hits tonight.
24 hits of internet power.
A bit of a delay here. Alright, May is underway now. It's okay, Ethan pushed it down anyway, so he was going to be ahead either way. I'll be able to give score updates relative to the pacing anyway. It's something I've gotten all too used to. Although...
Ethan, no, Ethan. I'm going to top out at 92. So, hey,
well,
chase down. The target is 93.
An interesting position. Alright, so as we go through the chase down here, Jati and Guerrero, if you two happen to be in chat and are ready to go, you can do your match next. If not, then we will need to figure out what's going on. But first, we will, Ethan raiding with the party of 2. Thanks for the raid, Ethan. Oh, wait, the Mayhawker not in the clear yet. 93,000 is the target here for Mayhawker. Oh, what a big sequence. Manages to pull off the down stack. Again, 93,000 is the target, so Mayhawker's still not out of this yet, but now within a Tetris, and there's the bar for the Tetris. And what a chaotic set this was, but Mayhawker will come away with a victory, their first victory in Ladder League, and maybe the first of many. Chaos for the Emerald for the Chaos Emeralds. No, you're in Diamond tier, Ethan. This is not. Oh my lord. Okay, so I'm not sure if
Hello, can you hear me? Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I'm back from my hiatus. Thank you. I had some things to sort out. Also, I'm going to China soon. And I put my thesis of, what if... I know I'm not going to be the first to max out, but what if I'm the first to max out in mainland China on a VPN? What? That's what... I was like, that would be... Yeah. And I max out in a country where Tetris wasn't around, you know? At least not when NES Tetris existed. Well, May 14th, I leave the US. And then I'll skip ahead to the future a couple days in advance because I'll be on planes. And then May 26th, just gonna hit up Japan. Then yeah, sometime early June, I'm just gonna max out in China. Wouldn't it? That'd be so cool. And you know what? I can probably still come on the TNP show if you want me, and I can give you up-to-date information about what it's like in China as a US Tetris player. Yeah. We'll just have to make sure. Yeah, I don't want to like diminish any sort of, as long as it's not like you know, at like 3 a.m. for me, I'll probably be fine. I think it will be. I think it will just be early in the morning, which I'd probably like to wake up early anyways. Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely feel like I should keep playing Tetris to keep my sanity, because I feel like being in such a radically different environment where I don't speak the native language will probably get to me. So having that Tetris connection is probably a good thing. I don't know though. Yeah, I've been grinding some Chinese, that's for sure. But you know, the motivation just hasn't been there. Especially with that Nestris.org thing launching and having literally like unrestricted access to level 12 matches. That's really taken a toll on my free time. Well, I'll be there about a month and a half. I do find it to be challenging. I feel like, so I'm banking on the fact that cultural immersion, I feel like I'm going to probably rise to the occasion once I need to use it to communicate rather than, like the same way I kind of picked up Spanish and practice it is because, you know, I serve a lot of people who speak Spanish at my job, and it's nice to be able to communicate with people who English isn't their first language. So that's kind of how I feel about it. Like maybe I'll be able to pull it off. You know what I mean? But Chinese is such a daunting language, and I think it's going to take me like probably 10 years realistically to get to some sort of fluency. Do you know any second languages, Coverdales? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's like one of the hard parts, yeah. Um, that's also something that just doesn't translate across languages at all. Slightly inappropriate, perhaps. I mean, I would be pretty upset if cats and dogs were falling from the sky, and somebody told me that. Hey, fair enough, yeah. I also made, I'm making the controversial decision to just continue going to school. So, I did not find a job, and I was like, you know what? That's okay. I might as well just go to school. Yeah, I did it in December, so then I was like, then I spent a little bit of time searching for a job. The market was kind of weird for new graduates, not to mention I didn't get a degree in anything special. It's just like liberal arts, so I was like, nah, I gotta go back to school and transfer it. So I'm thinking about a month. I keep kind of shortening it because I'm not sure how long I can handle just like, because it's going to be very kind of, it might be a little lonely for me if I don't speak the language. So I'm like, I might do a month and try not to push it so I don't get like deterred from going back. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do know it's going to be a lot of fun though. So I'm not like worried about that. I'm more worried about just I don't know. Maybe my greatest fear is that I can't play Tetris, and not playing Tetris for a month would be kind of hard for me. Yeah. But, you know, I'm 24, I gotta rise to the occasion, and it's such a cool opportunity, and I was able to get off work and everything, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. I just gotta go, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I found... No, no, no. So I'm gonna have, like, probably, like, 2 weeks of PTO, but then I'm using it as a, like, educate like a cultural exchange, so I just asked for a leave of absence, and since I'm a part-timer, they just immediately approved it. Talked to my like higher ups, and they were like, that's awesome, Ethan, you're going to China, have fun, be careful, because it's kind of a, it might be a weird time to go just due to current events, but also everybody seemed pretty excited for me, so yeah. And then I can return to the gas station of dreams. And then in August, I'll go back to school, and I'll probably restream again. Oh yeah, the good, the bad, and the great. Like, there's gonna be so much. What? Yeah, what's going on? Aren't we supposed to have Gotti versus Guerrero? Also, where'd Mathwiz go? Bye-bye, Mathwiz. Oh, okay. Welcome back, Mathwiz. No, Mathwiz, I haven't... I'm so sorry. We didn't... I thought you were just, like... So anyways, Mathwas, you've been to China, right? Well, oh no, they definitely don't. I'll be streaming exclusively to WeChat and Red Note, so. But it'll be alright. It'll be all good. Oh, yeah. If I get a good enough VPN, I'm sure I'll stream. I'm sure, because I bought a new laptop. I was actually thinking about buying a small CRT, because I was just like, I just can't play emulator, but then I came to my senses and realized bringing a small CRT to China seems kind of silly, and I'll probably get stopped at the airport and have to explain, yeah, I just can't go, you know, without any amount of time without playing Tetris properly, and I'm a purist, so just let me on the plane with this, you know, vacuum tube lead thing. Oh. Oh, well, let's play, and let's play good. All right. No. Well, I would pitch it to you. What if we did 19 starts? Because that's guaranteed to go fast. This will take 10 minutes at most. And it's kind of a shake-up to our normal formula, because I know you and I are a pretty even match, but I don't know about 19. So, yeah. We could just do 19, no SPS, make it quick, make it clean. Let's see what M says. Also, happy birthday to you, Falkite. Well, I'm not sure which date it was that I mentioned that was your birthday, but yeah, it's cool. Yeah, then we do it normal. No need to change. This is gonna last very short. Yeah. Best of 12? I don't know. I'm just throwing out numbers here. Yeah, best of 24. Should we do just like kind of like a big like March Madness bracket with just me and M in it, and we just keep going? Call it April Appreciation. Alright, let's just do no SPS. Let's just do no SPS. Forget that. Oh, yeah, Guerrero's live. So we'll make this quick. We'll make this only best of 3. Yeah, because I'm not... Yeah, just like kangaroos. Hop, skip, jump. Wait, did somebody say kangaroos? Hang on. I told you I would behave myself, so this is a test. Because I know in the past I've gone off on tangents unrelated to Tetris. I apologize. But those kangaroos, they can't win. Maybe we can have a philosophical stream later on my channel about kangaroos and why I don't like them. Oh, come on. I just need to get... just don't have the dexterity to do that roll switch anymore now that I'm 24. And 24 is the year, yeah, the year you'll stop being able to roll switch him. Okay, I'll see a stencil, a little stencil. Oh, we're fixing the stencil. I totally believe in him. Yeah, 40's where I start to be unable to play like invisible Tetris. Just completely lose my ability to count cards and play invisible Tetris. Oh, I hear my mom. Hope she doesn't have fire with her. She didn't bring the food upstairs. Talk about burning. Just come have dinner at my house. So GG's there, by the way. M. Maybe we can do some TGMing. I was playing the new update. It's quite interesting. Oh, missed that T-spin, though. Very obvious T-spin. Super easy to pull off here on 19 speeds, but you missed it. But you still won, so, yeah. Yeah, Yachty, we knew it would be quick. That's why I was like, yeah. Jotty. Oh no, I'm back to mispronouncing your name, Jotty. Don't let me do that. And here we go. Ethan's bored. Briefly. You can see the destruction. We conduct a case study on how I messed that one up. Honestly, yeah, that's... It's like a Batman, almost. And missing yellow. Oh, and here we go on to the, what do we call this? Oh yeah, I missed the roll switch. I see this now. Yeah, you can see with that head tilt. Definitely going for the roll switch.